My name is Lynn Fleming Eshelman, and I've been here for, well, we bought it in 1968, and I've been restoring it ever since. We're at Capitignano, Podere Capitignano, as they say, and in the Mugello Valley, which is north of Florence. And I've been here on and off all my life, restoring one house after another. And this is my husband, Michael Eshelman, a professor and a writer.
Well, my wife, Lynn, and her mother came here in 1968, and they bought this place, and it was a complete ruin. And my wife spent a year of her life restoring the place using local materials and employing local craftsmen. And ever since then, since 1968, she's restored the other buildings on the property.
She grew up in a boarding school, and I too grew up in a school. And she wanted to have her first place as a retirement home. So we thought we'd go to Tuscany. So we looked at different places and ruins south of Florence and found them nothing appealing particularly. So the realtor who specialized in case coloniche, which is what an old farmhouse is called, was saying, well, there's an abandoned place that's very difficult to get to north of Florence. No asphalt roads, just dirt roads, etc., and very difficult, as he said, to get there. We said, more and more interesting, so we'd like to see it. So it was drizzling, and we came up here at dusk, and rainy day, and we bought it on the spot. We fell in love with it immediately. And that was Saturday, and Sunday morning we bought it. And I started work on it, but it's the first big project I had ever done. I grew up always restoring old places, and my mother provided a great opportunity to just get on with it, Lynn, get to work and restore. So we lived in garages and greenhouses and villas and castles. And so it was a great opportunity, and I learned by doing, which I think every parent should allow that kid to get to work.
So I was involved with restoration from very early on, which I loved. When I see a house, an abandoned ruin, I imagine it finished. And my husband is a philosopher professor, and one house I was moving, he said, I love you dearly, and I can live with you anywhere, but are you sure you know what you're doing? I said, yes, this is going to be a beautiful home for ourselves.
The landscape is a 360-degree view from here, just unspoiled landscape. Positioned ridge road in essence. So you have the sunrise on this side and the sunset over here. So the light is just magnificent for painters. So we had painters from Boston University, and they'd get up early and paint the sunrise and paint the sunset, and then. But we have a fantastic maintenance crew.
So we have a kind of a community here. We have a young man who's one of the sons of the couple that worked for us for so many years, who lives about half a kilometer, 500 meters from here, and he is our main handyman, and his own son helps too.
Them all with beautiful old materials. And then there's a fabulous ceramic manufacturer in Borgo that makes handmade tiles that are just beautiful. We'll have to show you our bathrooms. They're really, really beautiful.
Machine production all over the West, of course, has driven out highly skilled craftsmen. They can't compete. And Tuscany and certain parts of the southern German-speaking world are really among the last stands of things well with their hands, including cooking. But things like stonemasons and ironmongers and cheesemakers and butchers and cooks.
And now, as I say, we're so blessed to be able to live in paradise. when people come here, they're just in awe at the beauty of the place and the vistas and everything. And oh, it's much more beautiful than we expected, which is wonderful. I always love to hear that.